The noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Nix to throw right away. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now it's Nix. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Short throw caught by Pitts. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
This is 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Kyle Pitts, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are on the board first here in Vegas. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Second and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Jackson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll, and now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And on the tackle there, Ray Nitsky. And his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now it's Jackson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun, Jackson. And he is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 33 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And now look at this. Big gain but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's on his way. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Nix to the air. That is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
This one into the hands of Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Jefferson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Back to the air with Nix. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing Nix. Buying time to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Here's Nix. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw is Nix. Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Nix. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Looking deep here for Chase. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
That's down the field for Jefferson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Working out of the gun is Nix. Open man downfield. It's Ross. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And that'll be incomplete. Well, dipping into the bag of tricks there, but it does not work out, and it's 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Jackson from the shotgun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's Jackson. They'll get this out to Kamara. 20! And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jamar Chase, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Poe. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside. From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing is Hurts. And it's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. The slot man in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Jackson now. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now it's Jackson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Jackson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down inside the 15 it goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Jackson. There again is Cooks, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamar Chase, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They can.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome. the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, we're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why that so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Pitts is the man in motion. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st down, right back to Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Vick. He's going to look deep for Adams. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now, Vick. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Vick. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. To throw is Vick. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A run here with Kamara. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. In motion, it's Jefferson. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. That one good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Packers have it. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Packers. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. On the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson now from the 50. To the right. That's Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Jackson looking to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That is hauled in at the 5. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Now, Jackson. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Saints. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and through. The Saints will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To the air, it's Vick. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Vick. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw, here's Vick. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Again, it's Jackson. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They've got it, and it'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll be second and goal.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now it's third and goal. Jackson up top again. That one taken in. Dragon Hooks. Touchdown, New Orleans. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Vic going to look to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Throwing now, Vic. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Danielle Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. Jackson now. Short throw taken by Pitts. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down a quick.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush.
That one intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. It's a give now to Kamara. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
It is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New Orleans.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick six. I mean, the last thing you want to do is on the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick six we saw in the last possession. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
To the left side, caught by Chase. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's Kamara. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop, put him at the line of scrimmage, and keep it to no gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Jefferson. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. Easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger.
This is intercepted. He's to midfield. Still going. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The second defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. The PAT, up and good. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well,
that's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Woo. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Michael Vick, touchdown Packers. The extra point is up and through. And the Packers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Jackson. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, this looks like a design run. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be incomplete, and it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go with Williams. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll run. It's Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Here's a designed run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Jackson now to throw on first down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Saints first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Jackson looking to throw. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A first down throw for Jackson. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. One last shot now for Jackson. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Packers are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Nix to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage? Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the 2-point conversion. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. This one swung out to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone...
And got his man, complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Ross, 74 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like that.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Amari Barno able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Amari Barno, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive...
He's got a man, complete. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Saints, nothing.
(21-0) our score after 1.
Jason Elam set to kick off.
Elam now to kick this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The Saints on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Amari Barno make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Jackson to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Jackson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Patriots force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Nix from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd down, it's Doug Martin. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw. Here's Nix. Open man. That's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Back to the ground. Martin. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. They run it again with Martin. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A give left to Martin. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Nix to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Here's Nix. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now Jackson.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jamar Chase.
55 yards.
And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll give to Martin here out of the gun.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Again, it's Martin. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Throwing Nix.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Devontae Smith. 35 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Well, if these guys wanted... The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Baker.
Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall it.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Baker. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
short throw, complete to Gronkowski.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Slot man moves right.
Baker to throw.
And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now they go end around with Adams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker.
And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row, would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in his first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a second time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking deep here for Chase. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He gets it to Cooks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Fly him to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
How about the short payoff on these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And Cooks has it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, with the problems they've had getting rid of football this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Booger McFarland coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson now. Hard throw, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this whole game gets... It's here right there. The interception, return for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touch. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Bankert to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Kamara. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Booger McFarland, his 2nd sack of the night.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamar Chase, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
To throw is Bankert. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Bankert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The 71 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Kamara trying again. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not...
And this time he is in. Alvin Kamara. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is for his running back, Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Oh, some strong running. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Third and goal, Jackson. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would take it.
Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Throwing to start the drive. Poe. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
From the gun on third down. Poe. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're going to try and throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Jackson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? To throw is Jackson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 13 yards out. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Down the left sideline, inside the 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 77 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build up. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10.
Now it's Jackson. That escapes the sack. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And they'll go on the ground. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Poe. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And look at this. It's a fake. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Jackson. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Second and 13. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense, they were all over that.